Hello, Leo, and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana, and together we're going to go on a journey through the tarot cards to uncover your spiritual message and focus for the week. Okay, our first card, the Lord. This is the theme of your reading this week, or the theme of your week. Kind of matches my little back hangy thing there. Sorry, I was distracted by the colors. I'll cover it up. What this means is setting very clear boundaries for yourself, laying really good structure, putting down the hard work that you need to do to make sure everything gets done. There is a very strong masculine energy with this card. So if you've been feeling a little bit wishy-washy or over-emotional, this is definitely a time to tap into that masculine energy, which is more rational, more analytical, more, I don't want to say more practical, because I don't think practicality is masculine or feminine, but it's not lost in that inner world. It's definitely very much present in this particular outer world. It has a place in the outer world. Something about making space as well. This is creating space for you. So again, maybe creating that boundary. If you need more time to yourself, or you need some time to put some structures in place, this is definitely a good week for that. We've got you recovering from something. Excuse me, Leo. We've got the Six of Swords here. And she's moving. They're moving into the Lord, which I find really interesting. So I love this card because although it talks about maybe there was something bad in the past, something that you had to heal from, an illness or a sadness or a place that wasn't so good for you, she's moving forward into a bright new day, and she can't wait to get there. And she's got all this companionship. I love this dark green healing water, and you see the green? So you're moving towards a better healing place for yourself. I think this is also why the boundaries are so important, because you're in a space that's a little bit vulnerable. You're moving on, and she's safe in the boat. She's obviously protected, but you know, it's only a wooden boat. A big fish could come and spike its way through. What I'm saying is you're not quite on solid ground yet. You're getting to solid ground. So it is very important to protect your boundaries, to protect everything about yourself this week. So let's keep going with your message. We have Justice. Got the Ace of Swords. Interesting, Leo. And then the Eight of Cups. So before, when I talked about being a little bit wishy-washy or emotional, that's exactly what's happening right here. That there's something that you know you have to leave behind, or maybe you have left behind. This might be the moment of grief that we're talking about here with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, again, is that energy that's moving on from something sad or negative or you know, whatever. The Eight of Cups might be that moment we're talking about. This might be the thing that you are actually moving away from. And you know that you had to move away. It was a clean break in a way. It wasn't a shocking break, but it was definitely a break where you're like, okay, it's time to move on from this. And it has forced you to really look deep within yourself. It's almost as if you didn't realize this is what was going to happen from it, but it showed you a stronger side of yourself that you didn't know you had. It forced you to get to higher ground. It forced you to go to a different space. And because of that, you have this newfound strength that you may not realize, but it's there. And this newfound strength allows you to be much more decisive, much more clear about what you want in the future. And I love this together. Do you see the swords? So this sword comes out of you. This comes out of your subconscious, but it aligns with the divine justice energy, which looks at the balance of things, knows, let me back this up. So balance talks about right and wrong, good and bad, but everything, again, everything in balance. So you know when something bad happens, something good is also going to happen. When there's a loss, there's also a gain. She keeps things even because matter and energy are never destroyed. They're never really created either. They transmute. So when It's a very dramatic example. When something burns, it becomes, it changes, right? Some of it goes into heat, some of it goes into sound. You can hear the fire crackling. Some of it transmutes into carbon, it becomes charcoal. And some of it transmutes into a gas, right? You can smell the smoke. But we never lose the energy of that thing that went into the fire. It just became something else, and became many other things. Okay, I'm digressing. The idea is energy is never lost or to create, or energy is never created or destroyed. That is why it is important to have this justice energy working in our lives to make sure that everything gets meted out in the correct balance. So because you've gone through this ordeal, because you've gone through this space where you've had to grieve, you've found this hidden strength within yourself, and you are much more capable of making decisions, exactly what is good for you, exactly what is right for you, and they are just for you. They are just right for you. They are balanced for you. They are good for you in that objective way. So, it's time to get out of that emotional place. You've processed it, you've grieved it. All of these cards are saying you're ready to move on, and you're ready to create this new world for yourself. These cards, I'm getting chills just looking at them. They are so powerful. This is a new day. This is a new mindset, a new way forward, a new belief that this is where I'm going. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. Everything new. And what's so important is that it's totally synchronized. It's totally in line with justice. It's totally in line with the correct balance within your life, within the world. It's in a really good place. And then I know there's not a sword in his card, but his wand or his staff is also that vertical. Everything about this is vertical. That masculine energy we talked about, the verticality of it. I see feminine more flowy in this way, but the verticality of this masculine energy for you right now, because you're building anew, you're putting something down, you're planting a flag, or you're making a new way forward for yourself. This is the week, Leo. It's got to happen. The actions have to be done. Okay, I know that was very bossy sounding. So that's a bossy message from your friendly Taurus. But these cards are really about making a statement, making a new way forward, starting all of this, and you're supported. There are right times and there are wrong times to start things. And for Leo this week, this is a right time. Okay, questions about that, please let me know. Please also like and subscribe, and feel free to leave me a comment if you want to. I always love to hear from you. If you're one of these people that have been on the spiritual journey and you're working on yourself and you'd like another perspective, or you want to move forward a little faster, I would love to work with you. Please check out my website, trueguidancetarot.com. There's some awesome offerings on there. And if not, that's fine too. Feel free to share this information with those who might find it useful. I look forward to seeing you next week, and have a great week, Leo.